This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Black Knights of Brooklyn and the Houston Oilers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
In motion right, Watkins. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Watkins in motion left. This is caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That did not look like it was actually where that circle was. It's actually over.
But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Murray now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And a huge play that time. 52 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff.
I can't control my guy. What's up with that? Why can't I control him? You mean my... What the frick, game?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Right to the A-cam, chin.
Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. H.N. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Give for Walker running right.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Touchdown, Houston. Luke Musgrave, 51 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula?
There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. Murray now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Second and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McPherson's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Murray. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area and it winds up incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Devon Achane. 26 yards. And the Black Knights get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there,
catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
McPherson's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot.
It's all he does is throw a freaking running back against the linebacker. That's all he can do because he sucks the game, honestly. That's why Etienne has 2,500 yards as a freaking running back. Like, get good.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll drop the throw. Rolling to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenneth Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Come on. Hey, Ace. Hard. Easy.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the gun on third down, Murray. They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Williams, a man in motion right. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing now is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Achane going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Ken Walker with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Oilers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. There he goes left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Aubrey now for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter as the kick is away here. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Boy, 179 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back to Walker on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Walker with another carry. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards, and 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Hand off here to Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd down, goal to go. Now back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And his throw is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Murray to throw. He's got McBride. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Now Murray's got to have this one. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go now.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.